The Dybbuk Box is considered one of the most infamous cursed objects in modern folklore, often associated with Jewish mysticism and paranormal legends. Its story gained prominence in the early 2000s when an antique wine cabinet was auctioned online, accompanied by claims that it housed a malevolent spirit known as a Dybbuk, a restless entity in Jewish tradition believed to cling to the living. According to the seller's account, the box had belonged to a Holocaust survivor who warned that it should never be opened. Following its sale, a series of unexplained and disturbing events were reported by those who came into possession of the box. These included intense nightmares, sudden illness, electrical malfunctions, and an overwhelming sense of dread. Each new owner attempted to dispose of it, yet the artifact always resurfaced, reinforcing its sinister reputation. Over time, the Dybbuk Box became the subject of documentaries, investigations, and popular horror adaptations, most notably inspiring the 2012 film The Possession. Despite skepticism from historians and paranormal researchers, the object's legend persisted due to consistent claims of misfortune surrounding it. Eventually, the box was reportedly acquired by a museum dedicated to haunted artifacts, where it is said to be securely sealed and rarely disturbed. Whether the Dybbuk Box is an elaborate fabrication or a genuine vessel of malevolent force remains widely debated. Today, it stands as a modern example of how folklore, fear, and belief can transform an ordinary relic into a chilling cultural phenomenon, one that many insist should never be touched, opened, or disturbed. The Crying Boy painting is one of the most controversial cursed objects of the late 20th century, widely known for its unsettling image of a tearful child and the unexplained disasters linked to it. Originally mass-produced in the 1950s and 1960s by artist Giovanni Bragolin, also known as Bruno Amadio, the painting appeared in thousands of homes across Europe. While intended as a sentimental portrait, it soon gained notoriety after a disturbing pattern emerged. Homes that displayed the painting were reported to have suffered catastrophic fires, with the crying boy inexplicably found untouched among the ashes. The legend escalated in the 1980s when a British tabloid published multiple accounts of house fires where the painting survived unscathed. Firefighters even claimed to repeatedly find the artwork intact at scenes of destruction, fueling rumors that the image carried a curse. Some stories suggested the child depicted was an orphan whose life ended tragically in a blaze, his spirit bound to the artwork. Others believed the artist himself had been cursed, transferring sorrow and misfortune onto every reproduction. Despite no scientific proof of supernatural involvement, the fear surrounding the crying boy became a public phenomenon. People began burning or discarding their copies, hoping to avoid tragedy. Even today, replicas of the painting are approached with caution, often associated with bad luck and unexplained misfortune. Whether rooted in coincidence, mass hysteria, or something more mysterious, the Crying Boy painting has earned its place as one of the most infamous cursed images, one that many believe should never hang on any wall. The Orlov Diamond is one of the most renowned jewels in the world, famed not only for its striking deep blue color, but also for the legend of misfortune said to follow its owners. Believed to have originated from the Kolar mine in India, the diamond was allegedly taken from a sacred statue, a theft that ignited tales of an ancient curse. The stone first emerged in Europe in the 17th century, acquired by French merchant Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, who later reportedly fell into ruin and madness. The diamond passed into the possession of King Louis XIV of France and became part of the royal treasury. However, tragedy soon followed the French monarchy. During the upheaval of the French Revolution, King Louis XVI and Queen Marie Antoinette were executed, and the diamond vanished. Reappearing decades later, the gem found its way through numerous private collectors, many of whom suffered bankruptcy, scandal, or sudden death. Its ominous reputation solidified as each new owner seemed to encounter dramatic misfortune. In the early 20th century, the diamond was purchased by American heiress Evelyn Walsh McLean, whose family endured a sequence of devastating personal losses, reinforcing the diamond's cursed legacy. Eventually, the Orlov Diamond was donated to the Smithsonian Institution, where it remains secured and on public display. Today, while scientists dismiss any curse as myth, The Hope Diamond's history of tragedy continues to captivate the imagination. It stands as a symbol of wealth, beauty, and the perilous allure of objects believed to carry forces beyond human control. Annabelle is one of the most infamous haunted dolls in modern paranormal lore, widely associated with the investigations of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Unlike the porcelain figure depicted in films, the real Annabelle is a simple, Raggedy Ann doll, first owned in the 1970s by a young nursing student who claimed it began to move on its own. According to reports, the doll left handwritten notes, shifted positions, and appeared in different rooms without explanation. Frightened by these events, the owner sought assistance from a medium who claimed the doll was inhabited by the spirit of a deceased girl named Annabelle Higgins. However, further investigation by the Warrens suggested something far more malevolent. They believed the spirit was not a child, but a demonic entity using the doll as a conduit. Allegedly, violent incidents soon followed, including an attack on a visitor who mocked the doll, leaving deep scratches across his body. Concerned for the owner's safety, the Warrens removed Annabelle and placed her in a locked glass case within their occult museum in Connecticut, marked with the warning, "Positively do not open." Despite being sealed, Annabelle's legend persists through claims of continuing disturbances around her case, including a fatal motorcycle accident involving a skeptic who challenged her power. While skeptics dismiss these tales as superstition, believers maintain that Annabelle embodies a presence capable of harm. Today, the doll remains a symbol of unseen forces, a reminder that even the most innocent objects may harbor something deeply dangerous, one best left untouched and undisturbed. Busby's Stoop chair, often referred to as the cursed chair, is a notorious artifact linked to death and misfortune in British folklore. The legend traces back to the early 18th century and a man named Thomas Busby, a convicted murderer. Before his execution, Busby allegedly cursed his favorite wooden chair, vowing that anyone who dared sit in it would meet a violent end. According to accounts, Busby was hanged near the inn where the chair remained, forever marking it with a sinister reputation. Over the centuries, the chair became infamous after numerous reports of sudden and mysterious deaths tied to those who sat in it. Soldiers during World War II who took the challenge reportedly never returned from battle. Later, construction workers, delivery men, and even pub patrons who rested in the chair were said to have died in accidents shortly thereafter. The pattern of tragedy was so consistent that locals believed the curse was undeniably real. Eventually, the pub owner, alarmed by the growing number of incidents, donated the chair to a museum. It was placed high on a wall, out of reach, to prevent anyone from sitting in it again. Despite efforts to confine it, the chair's legacy continued to grow through stories passed down over generations. Today, Busby's Stoop chair remains a chilling relic of superstition and warning. Whether born of coincidence or something darker, it serves as a grim reminder of how a simple object can become feared, its curse sealed by a final vow of vengeance. The Hands Resist Him is one of the most unsettling paintings in modern art, infamous for the disturbing experiences reported by its owners and viewers. Painted in 1972 by Bill Stoneham, the artwork depicts a young boy standing beside a life-size doll in front of a glass door, behind which countless ghostly hands press against the panes. Although created as a symbolic piece reflecting childhood and the boundaries between dreams and reality, its imagery soon gained a far more sinister reputation. The painting first drew public attention in the early 2000s when it appeared on an online auction listing, accompanied by claims of paranormal activity. The owners alleged that the figures in the painting moved, changed expression, and even stepped out of the frame at night. Reports included shadowy shapes, faint whispers, and feelings of dread surrounding the artwork. Photographs of the painting were said to cause fainting, nausea, or electronic malfunctions. Previous handlers of the painting reportedly experienced personal misfortune or unexplained disturbances after acquiring it. Even gallery staff who displayed it described unease and strange occurrences, adding to the painting's mystique. Despite multiple attempts to debunk the tale, the legend persists, fueled by those convinced that something within the artwork is alive or watching. Today, The Hands Resist Him is preserved in private storage, rarely exhibited to the public. Its legacy endures as a chilling example of how a piece of art can transcend canvas and pigment, entering the realm of the haunted, an image many insist should never be stared at for too long. The Orlov Diamond is a legendary gem surrounded by tales of betrayal, theft, and supernatural misfortune. Believed to have originated in India, it was once part of a statue of a Hindu deity in a temple, where it served as a sacred eye. According to legend, the diamond was stolen by a soldier disguised as a worshipper, a sacrilegious act said to have condemned the stone with a lasting curse. Its journey through history is marked by shifting ownership and sudden misfortunes. In the 18th century, the diamond resurfaced in Europe and eventually came into the possession of Russian nobleman Grigory Orlov, who purchased it in an attempt to regain favor with Empress Catherine the Great. Despite presenting it as a grand gift, his hopes were never fully restored, and Orlov died in isolation and madness. The Empress, however, had the diamond mounted into the imperial scepter, solidifying its place in Russian regalia. But its ominous legend persisted. Throughout its history, rumors have linked the diamond to betrayal, financial ruin, and mysterious deaths among those who attempted to possess or sell it. Some believed the gem harbored the wrath of the deity from whom it was stolen, bringing unrest to anyone who disturbed it. Today, the Orlov Diamond remains part of the Kremlin Armory collection, protected yet never forgotten for its cursed reputation. Whether viewed as a relic of power or a jewel marked by divine retribution, it stands as a chilling reminder that some treasures come with a heavy price.